Minecraft right now, it's got a little bit of a hiccup. And by a little hiccup, I mean a large, deep, burning cough like that of a 47-year-old adult male at 5:07 a.m. while the rest of the house is sleeping. The game is completely breaking right now, has been for like 2 weeks, and Mojang is saying nothing. Smash that like button, subscribe, and today, let's talk about it. I've also seen all of your comments asking me to talk about it, so if that was you, big shout out. I'm doing this in hopes that maybe we'll see a little bit of a response from the developers. An update will be nice. Our long list of problems begins today with this beautiful boy right there. Oh my god, those eyes, the different tone. Wait a second. The cape. The Copper Cape, meant to roll out in October. The Copper Cape quest was a big celebration of the Copper update. Long story short, in October, basically you had to jump in game and place a Copper Golem statue down. They even let us do it in creative, so basically this is like the easiest thing to do in the world. You had to do this before October 20th so you could then get your cape. Only problem, get your cape. It seemed like unless you got your cape via some of the other methods, like a Twitch code or TikTok code, which is exactly how I did it, and if you didn't do it that way, you were going to have to wait to get your cape. It's now been 3 weeks since the Copper Cape quest is over. Now, there are websites out there where you could take a look at what capes are on whose account, and specifically how many accounts have those capes. And kind of unsurprisingly, the Migrator Cape and 15th Anniversary Cape are the biggest capes on the most amount of counts. Meanwhile, the Copper Cape, one of the sickest looking capes, easiest to get to looking capes, is all the way down here. Like a nobody by comparison actually has a Copper Cape. Now you could actually check this website, and I have been over the past couple of days, and slowly but surely this number right here, 127,340 right now, it's been creeping up. So the cape is rolling out, but this seems to be happening excruciatingly slow, especially compared to some of the other cape events that have happened in the past. The Mojang Cape, the Cherry Blossom Cape that have rolled out pretty much immediately. It is also unconfirmed, but probably unlikely, that a hanging Copper Golem statue is not going to really help either. Minecraft 1.21.120. It's right now the latest and greatest, definitely not greatest, update that is out on Bedrock Edition full main game. You know, like the version of Minecraft that everybody plays, the version of Minecraft that Microsoft Mojang seems to really love with all the vibrant visuals. On October 28th, this update rolled out to the public. Thankfully, this isn't like a major drop update. Instead, this was essentially a setup update for the big drop update, Mounts of Mayhem. A polishing update, a bug fixing. It made vibrant visuals a little bit more realistic looking. And maybe most importantly for this update, it rolled out third-party shaders as well. The problems with this consequential but small update began on literally day one. You see, for many people, myself included, if you wanted to get the update, well, you were going to have to possibly back everything up, uninstall your game, and reinstall. Yeah, so I have a pretty decent amount of experience with updates on Bedrock Edition. From all of my experience, it usually takes about an hour or two on an update day for the update to fully roll out for me. There I was on update day waiting, and I think the last time I had checked was like at 10 p.m. on the update day. So like, 10 hours instead of like 2 hours if the update rolled out at noon. And there was no update. I ended up going to bed. I woke up the next day thinking, maybe the game will just automatically update. No, it didn't work. Instead, what I had to do is I had to go through the launcher, go over to installation, uninstall the game entirely, reinstall it, and only then was my game fully updated. And I wasn't even the only one with that problem either. Far from it. It's been like 2 weeks now, so I hope you figured it out. But in case you didn't figure it out, you need to uninstall your game and reinstall it. This just makes me think of that meme with the guy standing out in the rain, like, I thought I forgot something. Yeah, if you've been waiting for 2 weeks for the update, now, our reasoning behind all of that happening, in theory, it should have been a great, beautiful reasoning, but it kind of became a bit of a mess how Mojang decided to roll it out. So inside of the second preview for that big update, GDK update on Windows. Mojang basically made Minecraft run on GDK instead of the UWP version of Minecraft preview. In theory, this should have meant a lot of good things, like being able to develop and expand the game a little bit quicker, maybe updates rolling out smoother. The problem here began back in the preview because I had to do the same thing when they rolled this out in the preview. I had to do a fresh install to actually get the GDK thing, despite Mojang saying everywhere that the update is rolling out slowly, so you don't need to actually reinstall. It's just going to automatically update. I had waited a day for this one, and then I did a fresh install. Fresh install, bam, automatically I get the new update with the GDK stuff. So it was a mess, and Mojang saw at least a little bit of it when it rolled out to the preview. Surely they wouldn't make the same mistake with the main update, right? This is where I believe a bunch of the problems with this new update kind of began. You see, thanks to this GDK stuff, a bunch of the files have been shifted around, and files shifted around. No! Where are my worlds gone? They're all gone. Okay, no, I'm kidding. I actually don't really have very many Bedrock Edition worlds, but a lot of people did. And I'd kind of like to see today, so if you were having any of these problems, go ahead and say something about it down below. Whether your game can be played, can't be played, or whatever, the like button below this video, you could definitely smash it. And subscribe for more updates all the time. Many people with beautiful, maybe long-term survival worlds, short-term survival worlds, just beautiful worlds that they cared about, had their worlds completely deleted, gone, erased, donezo with the installation of this update. A ray of hope, I wanted to try and give one to you here. Unfortunately, I think if your world was deleted in this update, it's just gone. I don't think there's a way to get it back. Going forward in the future, though, always back up your worlds, especially the ones that you care about, before you update your game. Oh, yeah, back up your world before the update? Okay, no big deal. That's the advice that Mojang literally says, but oh, wait a second. Bedrock Edition forces you to update your world now before you can play? Updates roll out automatically, so if you're to back up your world before you update the game, you better not open your game before you know that an update is actually happening. This seems to have been another change related to the GDK stuff, and yeah, basically, if you launch Minecraft now and you need an update, even a minor one, your game will not let you do anything until that update begins installing. And with an update already installing, if it's going to mess up your world, this is a problem, because even Mojang says back up your worlds before you update your game. If you were out of the loop for literally one day, not following every single Minecraft update like I do, you open your game, the update's bad, has a little bit of bugs like this one, or so many of the other Bedrock Edition updates, well, your world is at risk of just being gone now. So I guess our workaround here is to make a backup every 30 minutes while you're playing Minecraft. Nice. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any good video of this next one, but memory leak. Bedrock Edition has had a gigantic one since this update. In fact, Minecraft 1.21.121, an update that we actually already talked all about last week. Well, this update was rolled out in order to hopefully fix a bunch of the problems with the 1.21.120 update, including a lot of cursor issues, but unfortunately, no memory leak issues. Now, memory leak issue basically means your game is just lagging a bunch, and that's kind of a problem because Bedrock's whole thing is like, yeah, this game performs beautifully, smoothly, almost on every single spot, everywhere. This one might just be a Windows issue, but for some players who have a world a little bit more built out than mine here with a couple of farms, this is making the game literally unplayable. Like, you just can't play the game. As Toycat was showing off right here, yeah, you imagine playing the game at, like, having to play your world like this. It's literally unplayable. Like, you can't. The game is stuttering and lagging so much. Now, I tried my hardest to try and recreate it just so I could show it off, but the problem here is that I don't have a world on Bedrock Edition where I have enough of, things actually built, farms, buildings, just things going on, tamed mobs, to actually be able to replicate it. It's not hard to find some proof of it, though. Just go on Twitter, look up Minecraft Bedrock Edition, look through the videos, and pretty quickly you'll be able to find a bunch of people talking about this problem. This problem has been going on for 2 weeks now and is getting so bad that even modders, add-on creators cannot do their thing. The game is basically unplayable. Our next problem with this update is the fact that worlds, as Prowl was documenting right here, are just completely missing random chunks. My fix for this one, just like, I don't know, don't play with chunks. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. Another crazy one here that my game literally force updated here to fix has to do with the cursors. So this is going to be hard to show off, but if I go into the inventory and I'm doing things, cursor's on the middle of the screen, right? So I could grab a jungle fence. Then I go ahead and close that. Then I start moving around in my game and I'm playing the game. I'm looking around left to right, open the inventory and my cursor is nowhere to be seen. Oh, wait, what's that? You mean to say that's because it's on my second big league streamer monitor? Oh, yeah. The cursor is not being locked to the game, which will mean if you're playing the game on Windows with more than one monitor, decently common gaming setup, well, your cursor isn't always even going to be in the middle of the screen. This time when I open up the menu, it's over here. This is kind of a big problem because if you're trying to, play the game and play survival, something quick is happening. Oh my God, I need my sword. Well, I open up the inventory and I don't even have the cursor in the middle like it always has been. This is completely tanking muscle memory. Oh, and not to mention if you had like a window on your other monitor with your credit card number typed up on Twitter, and then your cursor just goes ahead and defocuses and is on Twitter, and then you tap, and then you accidentally send a tweet with every single credit card number, the 3 numbers on the back, and your zip code. Well, thanks, Minecraft. Thanks. Couple of fixes here. For the memory leak problem, allegedly, inside of the settings, you can go ahead and slide into video settings, scroll all the way down to improved input response, and go ahead and turn this thing off. For the cursor focus problem, if you play Minecraft in windowed mode instead of full screen mode, well then your cursor, maybe it'll stay on the screen. No, that didn't work. Never mind. There's no fix. Another person who's been documenting a bunch of these big problems with this new update is Prowl over on Twitter, so big shout out. One of the many other problems that has been happening with this update, yes, Copper Lantern Water, the new water type. Nice. Yeah, so I'm sorry I can't show off more of these problems inside of my world. You know, bugs can be a little bit tricky to recreate sometimes, but yeah, the game is completely broken right now. It has been since the 1.21.120 update, and word from the developer, well, aside from maybe this changelog for the hotfix update that happened last week, we have nothing, just radio silence. Oh, and all of that isn't even to mention this brand new pause screen right here that's kind of divisive. They were taking feedback on it, and then they weren't really. They just go ahead and roll out the thing here where they went ahead and changed it from resume game. It used to be settings right below here. Now it's add-ons. So if you have muscle memory, you just go ahead and tap on that, and you're right into the marketplace where you can spend all of your money. Nice. It's not the marketplace that I have a problem with. That's pretty cool. Instead, it's a little bit of this, like, sketchy move right here. And why is settings all the way down here and not, like, you know, one of the core most important buttons? Like, I would argue that the settings button is almost even more important than resume game because I can just press escape to resume game. There is no quick button, at least I think, that I can tap to go into settings. Shady update design choices, updates that are completely broken, and radio silence from Mojang. I'm an empath, a lover, you know, I wanted to give Mojang a little bit of time, but it's now been 2 weeks, basically, of this ongoing situation, the game being completely broken for, you know, the biggest section of the community, so, back up your worlds, fingers crossed they don't go away, and, I don't know, hopefully they'll say something soon. Smash a like, subscribe, and next up on the end screen will be a couple of videos with a little bit more of a happy tone. Check them out next, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye!
Mm-hmm.